Hi and welcome to the continuation of our corkscrew. Today we'll start doing this part and actually we'll start with doing that one here. So just switch to my front view and I start with the cylinder and oops, actually at this cylinder I decrease my subdivision in the axis because later on here with this combination it might be helpful if there aren't so much subdivisions, and I scale it the way like the smaller part is here, also down here, and just scale it. So I start with this. Of course I have to do here a longer part than afterwards, but I'm fine with that. And for these ripples here, the best way to do it would be to use a lot of edge loops and then afterwards select the face rings and extrude this, and I will do this. So insert edge loop. First of all, I start with a manual edge loop here and another one. I'm not sure how much ripples are actually here. I guess 7, 8, or 9. And I do, for example, another one here in the middle because I'm sure here inside this parts will use this one to move the whole stuff here. And now I also use the insert edge loop tool, but open the options and I use multiple edge loops. And I try to do 16. I'm not sure if that's too much. I'll just try. This might be too much. Yeah. It depends on where you set the bottom edge loop here. So I use 14, and yeah, that fits quite well with my ripple parts here. Okay, so don't do it manually. Use definitely the multiple edge loop tool so they have equal distance of each edge loop. And then the easiest way, just I'm still in the insert edge loop tool. Go to the face mode and select. I might do it here in this view because I will select this part, this one, this one, this one, this one, and I think I will hide this geometry here with Command H. You can get it back with Shift H. Okay, that wasn't what I wanted. Control, not Command. Control H. So I think that is enough, and now I extrude the parts and I select just the manipulator where it was and scale it to the thickness that might be. Okay, perfect. So I got the first part, and now I continue to build this part here on the top, and afterwards I will do the connection, and this might be a little bit more tricky. But first, I start with actually, we could start with a pipe or with a ring, but I will use a pipe. Great Polygon Primitives pipe. Rotate it 90 degrees and scale it up. Switch to this view. The thickness, I'm just trying around which part could fit. Actually, I want to make my life easier here at that round part. Of course, you can also start with a box or something, but I always try to make my modeling life as easy as possible. So I might scale it up. So this could be the perfect start here, and I also decrease the number of subdivision axes here. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. Then I delete these parts, these faces here. And I also have to check here the thickness, go to my side view. So that's the thickness is quite okay, I think. Now I go on here. I scale these vertices so that they are flat and push them to the middle, and just use this one. And I see I might need another edge loop here to get the form done. Insert, where's my insert edge loop? Yeah. I have to reset my options to relative distance from edge. Now I can set my edge loop where I want them to be. And now it's easier for me to get the form done here. Also here in that bottom part, this looks quite fine. So don't forget to save your scene. Incremental, always save extra files. Continue. As you see here at the border, this part is a little bit thicker, so we need more edge loops, and I do one here and another one here. And the best way of doing this just might be that we select the edge ring. Oh, of course I can mirror it. And do I mirror it? Yes, I think. And so I do just an extrusion, put it inside, and here on the local manipulator, select one of the cubes and just scale it down. Maybe the pushing inside stuff was too much. Check here in the side view. Still too much, I think. Just go a little bit inside. And be sure that you get rid of I have to do a little bit of more fixing like here. So go into this front view again and just take all these vertices and scale them down 2 times and push it back again, and here just try to fix it manually that it's not too close to each other. Okay, that looks quite okay, I think. Now I'd like to do the mirroring, and for that I need more edge loops, and now we use multiple edge loops with one, because then the edge loop is placed exactly in the middle, and I do also one here, and then I can get rid of the 1/2 of the faces. So it doesn't work, so I take this mode or this view. Maybe I should go outside the tool and try it again. Yeah. Okay. And now select the object, go to mesh and open up the options, and be sure that here world is on. I hope you have modeled your part here in the center, actually. Otherwise, the option of the object, so that the mirror axis is the center of the object, could work sometimes a little bit strange. So be sure that you're here in the world axis, and we need set minus. It depends on how your scene is rotated. So just check which direction here is working for you, and actually don't merge borders. Yeah, merge border vertices, bridge, no. Just let's have a try. Okay, that was the border merge stuff. I can switch it on here. I'll switch it off. Don't merge borders. Yeah, and it looks fine. This is how it should look like. And I go on with doing this part here. And for that, I insert another edge loop. Now I have to turn off the option. Again, I want relative distance from edge, so I can position it here. So, but the problem with the mirroring was that there isn't a connection between the vertices. So we have to fix it manually. So I take all of the vertices and go to the merge tool. Distance threshold 0.01 should help, and it looks actually the same, but now these vertices in the middle are merged, and now my edge loop should work. Yeah, now it goes right around the object. Just check, yeah, position is okay. Just tune it a little bit. And now I can extrude. And I scale it. So check to this view here. I push it up right that way. And I also scale it this direction. And I can fix it with just inserting another edge loop. Should I do this or just do another? Yeah, I think we do another edge loop. Insert edge loop tool somewhere here. Then I take this two, extrude it another time, scale it a little bit more. Check in the side view. And I have to get rid of these two faces. Okay. And I think I have more border here. So actually, I could have done this before when I extruded the part, but so just insert another edge loop here, and then actually I have to scale this even more. Then let's have a look if there's a nice here. That's what we want. We'll continue doing that connection part here, but first of all we try to make the cylinder flat here. Of course you can do it also with booleans and cut this part off, but you know, I'm not the biggest fan of using booleans because you have to do a lot of rework afterwards, and so I try to create this form without using booleans. To do that, I use the geometry here. So select all the geometry here. So, and extrude it. I check here in my front view. So I'm sorry, my cat is running through my tutorial here. So sometimes it's a little bit difficult to work when my cat wants to cuddle. I should switch the webcam on that you could see what he's doing actually. He tries to disturb my work. So sorry, extrude another time and another time. And now I switch my shading to X-ray so that I can see here the form a little bit better. And now I'm trying to use the given geometry. Just take all of them and scale them out. Then here, these two, scale them in. And then I take here this and push them up. Okay, I tried to do it here similar. That one, I scaled them a little bit down. So I just created, so it looks a little bit weird here. But now I try to take, I will mirror it, I guess, afterwards. And now I scale this part actually flat 2 times. Okay. And then I rotate it. Here I get rid of too much edge loops. They are just disturbing my work. So select my faces again. And I try to be here straight. And I have to scale it up a little bit so that I'm straight up here and also here. So check in my side view. Okay, the views actually don't fit to each other. So it doesn't look too bad. And when you're happy with that, of course, in the smooth mode, you can't see the form quite well. So we need more edge loops, of course. And I just extrude it and scale it locally. So you can also get the form, see it much better. You can even do another one. So this looks quite nice, I think. And I'm just thinking about if I need here, just to get the form a little bit better, but I have to do it manually. I take my multi-cut tool and do another formation up here. Because here the geometry is going a little bit too much inside, and so with that extra edge loop, oops, I just fix it so I can push this part here a little bit more out, and also that part up here. Just scale it 2 times. Yeah, now it looks, maybe this was too much. And in this situation, I also get rid of half of the object here in the back side. I do this in that view. So just select all the parts here. And push this to the inside again, see what it looks like. Actually, I created a polygon with more than 4 sides here. So may I use the Target Weld tool? It depends on how you created your geometry here. But now I think this is more, yeah, no, still too much. But you can fix it, of course, on your own. Before we can do the connection, we have to actually mirror these parts of the geometry, because we are trying to make the connection with booleans. And booleans, yeah, they are sometimes a little bit difficult, and they don't like open geometry like we have here. This often creates a lot of problems, so we just close them and mirror our geometries. For that, mesh mirror I have here, yeah, this is fine. Mirror, so check, yeah, everything's fine here. And also do this, I just press G on the keyboard. Oh, but it doesn't work because I need another mirror direction, so I have to go inside the options again, because I have to mirror here in X minus. Yeah, so everything's fine. And before I do the connection with booleans, I try to create some more geometry where I can connect them afterwards. That means I need some more edge loops here around. It will just help me later on to rework all the geometry problems that the booleans create. So insert, I'd like an edge loop here and also one here. Okay, so I can connect these later on, and I will also connect later on here this, but here I have a problem. So I think I will insert also an edge loop here and one here, and I get rid of the one in the middle. Oops. Delete and delete the vertices, because now, okay, I can connect them later on. And also, yeah, I think I will have enough connection points. So save your scene, and then we are trying to do the boolean. So select both objects and go to mesh booleans, and we are doing a union, and I hope it works also for you. And we're checking inside if the geometry has gone away. Yeah. And when I go to the smooth mode, of course, I have to do a lot of fixing now here. And I hope you know this already. We can do this with the Target Weld tool. This is the new tool for, oh, this will be, so maybe I also do it with the merge vertex tool, because this could be quite difficult. So it depends on how you created your geometry. I try to connect all these points and be sure they are very close to each other, and connect this one and here and here. Then on this bottom side, this line should actually connect with that one here in the bottom. and there should be another one. I may create my own, so also I may merge this afterwards. So I need a split here. Be sure that you don't deform your geometry too much. So which vertex you have to slide to the other. And I also do that one. Okay, that is important. And of course now, so that I don't have to work on both sides, I'll check here my geometry. Not everything is fine, I think. Here we have a problem. So this one. So I think there are more vertices laying on each other, so I'm doing a merge. Yeah, now this looks fine. Also here. And you see we have a lot of the stupid geometry here. And I don't want to do this on every side. So the only thing I connect is also this parts. Decrease the merge threshold. So, because now I can cut the geometry here, and I will also delete the backside, and I'll do the mirroring again. Of course, this is quite a lot of work because we did the mirroring, now we delete it again and we mirror it again, but otherwise the connection with the booleans wouldn't have worked out quite well. So we are going into side view and we insert an edge loop here. We will get rid of this edge loop because this makes stupid geometry down here, but we need it for the mirroring. So that I get rid of half of the object. Oh, this was too much. Because on the back side, I check on the back side. Okay, I get rid on the back side of the back side anyway. So delete that part and oh, this was too much, I think. I lost. Which part did I lost? No, this looks okay. And also that part here. Where's this hole? So be sure that you delete enough stuff. You really have just the quad of your object here. Looks good. And now we can mirror the stuff again. Mirror. So the first, I mirror it in the direction so there's the merge border problem again. No, don't merge border. Oh, actually I deleted too much up here. How could that happen? So go backwards. Oh, happened right here. So try again. delete, delete, delete. So, and what's that part here? Delete. So, again. Mirror. Don't merge borders. And check in the smooth mode. Yeah, everything's fine. And then again, mirror. Now change the axis. Mirror. Yeah. Oh. I think, yeah, don't merge the borders. Otherwise you get a little bit of problem geometry here. But now afterwards, okay, I have to fix it here. There's a thing missing. But because we switched off the merging borders, we have to merge the vertices which are laying over each other at the border edges manually. So select all your vertices and go into the merge mode threshold, and afterwards, actually it should work. That's the problem that comes up when the vertices weren't lying correctly nearly on the mirroring axis here on Y, and that's the reason why we have a gap. Gap is the word I was searching for. So now we can fix it. For example, go out the merge tool. So I just select the row of vertices down here. It really depends on your geometry. When you modeled it a little bit better than I did, it shouldn't be a problem. Otherwise, you have to merge your vertices so that they are all in one row. And now I'm just merging that one, and I just decrease my merge threshold, but not too much. Try 0.1. No, it's still too much. 0.05. Now let this work. Yeah. This works correctly. And actually, you see when you see here a little bit of corner or border, and I just get rid. Actually, afterwards, I created this because it shouldn't be there. So now I have a look at my top part. This looks quite nice, I think. I hope it works also for you. Maybe this part could be a little bit sharper, and also the definition of that part here. So I just insert another edge loop around here. So just do it to refine your geometry. Otherwise, I will finish off this part, and of course I have to fix here. Just do a fill hole, for example. No, doesn't work. I have to do here some other work anyway to create the helix type of object, which is down here. But for today, I'm happy if you have done this.